Hey guys, and welcome back to the studio. I am so sorry. It's been so long since I was able to get into the studio and get a video going. I've been getting my work schedule pretty full here. Today we're going to be taking a look at something different other than some of the things I've posted on the channel. It's a tape plugin. This tape it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. I tested it out just before this video here. So today we're going to take a look at it, give it a test, see what you guys think. Drop some comments below to see what you think about the plugin. Personally, I think it's a really modern tape plugin. Let's check it out. Alright, so before we get into the video today, I want to start it off with the PDF file. We're going to go through. Now, I recommend most of y'all just skip on ahead and go through the tests. That's where the candy is. But for those who want to get a more depth presentation, just to find the intricacies of the plugin, we're going to go through the PDF file. We'll run through a little bit of it, not too much of it. Try to keep the video under 20 minutes. Just trying to get that in-depth overview for those who have no idea how a tape plugin works. I mean, it kind of explains how a tape plugin works, a real tape works, but every plugin is different. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so here it is. Here is the tape emulation plugin by Baby Audio. Looks like it is an AI powered tape emulator. It's not a hardware tape emulator. Unfortunately, I hear the hardware tape emulators are the premium package to go. It's the thing to shoot for because it's a much more natural sound. It's much more raw other than AI, but AI can pull right around the corner real quick. So let's just check it out and see if it proves us wrong. This is what it looks like. It comes in multiple colors. You can change it from light, black, or gray. And then let's just keep scrolling down here. Like I said, if you guys do not want to go through this with me, that's totally fine. Skip ahead if you get really bored of this stuff. I am not trying to make you go through this. This is purely for those who have no idea how this plugin works. Okay, so meet Tape. Hello, Tape. Tape recordings have a musical quality that digital tracks often lack. Tape brings you closer to that holy grail. It will add some authentic analog heat to your mixes without the need to route any audio outside the box. Okay. Tape plugins are now a new concept. However, our emulation method is instead... Is there a comma there? Did I read that wrong? Tape plugins are not a new concept, however. Our emulation is. Okay. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Instead of using traditional DSP, we've developed tape around an AI algorithm designed to decipher the invisible nuances of complex analog circuits. Okay. The result is a unique, truly faithful tape emulation with some new features to accommodate a modern workflow. Use tape to add a touch of warmth and give... Okay. So highlights, AI powered algorithm, flexible feature set, use tape to add heat and glue to drums, instruments, vocals, and beyond. Well, okay. Read more about our AI emulation approach on the next page. Okay. So I'll just let you guys read through this. I don't want to go too... I don't need to narrate this entire thing. So I'll just kind of take a moment. You guys can pause this real quick, read through it. This goes in an in-depth overview on how each of the knobs, each of the macros go into play when being used on a channel. This looks like it's presets, your customer service section, installation instructions, and compatibility overview. Okay, so that's a pretty nice PDF. I appreciate that. You know, there's PDFs where it's the size of a car manual. I'm very appreciative of that. I don't really have that much time on my hands when it comes to reading about plugins. So Baby Audio, I give you a hand clap. Because I don't have that much time to be reading manuals all day long. I've seen manuals where they would last up to 3 hours to even understand it, and especially with the kind of language that they use inside of them, I'd have to look up different words. I mean, oh my god, it's a whole spiel about some of these plugins out here. So awesome, baby audio. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Plugin Doctor. That's going to be in our next section here, and see what exactly is happening underneath the hood. Okay, so here it is right from the start. This is the default position for Taip. Looks like it's doing a little bit of whirly things here in the analyzer here. I do believe this is a normal effect. This is pretty universal on Taip plugins. It tends to give that wah-wah effect, just because when the tape is being routed in, it tends to make things sound whirly and out of shape. It'll add some distortion as well, so that's completely normal. Let's go ahead and play around with some of these parameters here, some of the macros, the knobs, what have you. You know, there's so many ways to name things nowadays. Just name it how you feel it. Alright, so we got this. Okay, so that's looks like that's adding in frequency content. I have no idea if it's odd or even frequencies. We'll figure that out here soon. So we're at negative 2.4 on that. That's not bad. Noise, that just kind of adds in that vintage vibe, that analog vibe, where when the tape is going around, it'll give that hiss. If you listen to like a turntable and then you put the needle head on the record, you'll hear the slight hiss. That's kind of what it's doing, and it's not even doing anything to this signal. Okay, where? Okay, so that's gonna be adding your distortion, your wah-wah effect, your phasing, phasing, flanger kind of deal. That's just going insane. I can't imagine the amount of processing that's being used with this plugin. Glue. Oh my gosh, it's insane. It's going insane. Let's try hot. It just keeps getting more insane as you let's go insane right now. Oh my god. And even more. Even more. All right, let's just back down just a little bit here. We'll just introduce a little bit of this, just a little bit of that. I don't want noise. This isn't, mainly if you're gonna use noise, it would be used for like lo-fi stuff. If you're trying to shoot for like an indie track, maybe even a rock track, I would use some noise. Kind of like the Beatles, kind of like the Abbey Road sound, what he did with the drums, can have that effect on certain genres and tracks. Let's just get a little more glue, a little less that. We'll get the mix down a little more. I dialed this in before, and I'll show you guys a nominal level. That is a hard word to say. Nominal. Blah, blah. I'm sometimes a little weird. It's a learning curve. All right, so I'm gonna add this in. I'll just keep that there. I could add that, but let's get it a little more. Hot. A little more glue. There we go. Okay, I'll show you guys the where once we get a track in. There we go. So we'll get it on the mids. Maybe get this going. There we go. That's kind of something that I would go and shoot for. All right, so let's go to the harmonic analysis. Okay, so that's not looking too bad, honestly. So there's a little bit of distortion happening right now. How much is... Okay, so 47% is not bad. I'm not pushing as hard. I mean, if I go on this wear here, it's probably gonna... I'll show you. Okay, that's actually really surprising. I wonder if they built in something into the algorithm to prevent it from driving it too hard. Maybe if I do this... No. Well, That is so weird. I am baffled right now. Maybe it's because of the warmth it adds? I mean, if we look at it, there's not that much that it's adding to. It's giving just a little bit of color on the top end. If I increase it more, which is subjective as it comes. Yeah, I shoved everything to its peaks and it's still staying at 47%, which is honestly not that bad. Let's check it out in Hammerstein. Okay, that's actually kind of impressive, to be honest. It's not as scattered as some plugins. All the frequencies are located in one single location, which is actually kind of cool. How's our performance looking? Okay, I guess it's okay. I guess I would use an oversampler on this just so that it can capture the sound a little more better. I'm gonna go back here real quick. So, I mean, let's see, we're in 50, 60. Four 425, 390, 394, probably around 4,000 for a 16. Looks like it's doing even harmonics with potential of odd. I'm mostly seeing even. All right, so let's check it out on a mix and I'll show you guys how it sounds. right, so that was kind of fun, guys. So overall the plugin is it's pretty decent. I mean, it kind of depends on what genre you're wanting to use it on. I find out that this plugin is super cool for like indie tracks or lo-fi tracks. Maybe some guitars and basses if you want to add some grit and just a tad bit of warmth. I noticed that some of the sounds they weren't as they got a little tight, but not as tight as I thought they would be. It got warm just a little bit. You would definitely use this plugin with other plugins like some maximizers, EQs, as well as multibands that could sweeten up your sound in conjunction with this tape plugin. But I feel like this plugin is very genre specific, and I feel like it's rightfully so. I mean, if you look at it, it looks like a pretty modern tape emulator. It adds a different sound to your mix. It's different. It adds a different color. It adds a different dynamic range to things. It adds in different frequencies. It's a different plugin. Do I think it's good? Yeah, I think it's good. It just kind of depends on how you want to use it. I think it would, if you use it in specific genres, like I said, it'll have a positive effect on your tracks. The interface is really easy to use. PDF files, awesome to read. Unfortunately, I kind of wish there was some ways, just like I had in my native X comp video, there is a section where you can see what is happening to the signal when it's being outputted. I feel like that's the coolest thing you could add to a plugin, is actually seeing what is happening to your signal as it's being pushed out. Because I mean, an analyzer can only do so much, a stereo field analyzer can only do so much. If every plugin company could do this, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. There's only a couple plugins that I know that actually do that, and the native X comp is really good, and they put a lot of thought through that plugin. Yeah, again guys, check it out. Check what you think of the plugin. Leave some comments below. Tell me what you think of the plugin. Check out the channel, subscribe. Go to cavio.net, check out the channel there. I try to update as much as I can. I mean, this is the first video I've been able to make in the past month. I'm so sorry guys, I've been gone. Otherwise, that's it guys. Stay safe out there.